Welcome to today's read. And this read is going to be on a conspiracy. We've not done one in a little while. So, this is going to be a humdinger. I keep seeing all this stuff about Britney Spears. People have done videos about her. And I've read comments. Now, listen, y'all. The comment section is lit. That's where it's at. That's where you find all your information is in the comment section. Now, there's a conspiracy surrounding Britney Spears when it comes to the wedding and marriage to Sam Asghari. Asghari, I don't know how to say his name. Don't come for me. And this is what some of the people are saying in the comments. Alright? Now, I don't know none of these people good enough to make an assumption. So I really have no opinion on this. I just want to know if it's true or not. That's the purpose of the read. But according to comments, when it comes to Britney's ex-husband, Jason Alexander, he claims he's been talking to her for the past 2 years. That conversations they've had made him feel marrying Sam wasn't what she wanted. He spoke to her the day before the wedding, and she never mentioned getting married. He knew when and where to go the day of the wedding, where Britney told him to go. Now, that's a good point there. How would this fella know where to go wreck this wedding or crash this wedding at if Britney hadn't told him exactly where it was going to be? She spoke out against everyone she claims she was a victim of. Her kids, Kevin Federline, her parents, her sister, but never of Jason. If all these bad things they say about him, about her being stalked by him and stuff, if all these things were true, don't you think she would have took the time to make a video or a message about him? I believe she would have. And here's the final thing that really got me going, there might be something to this. If he doesn't know anything, talking about Jason, why are media outlets trying so hard to discredit him and paint him in a bad light? There you go. Now, everyone is stating that the marriage was staged. There was no wedding or marriage license. There's not one to be found, and those are public property. Anybody can pull your marriage license. The wedding photos were photoshopped. Sam doing interviews about the wedding and married life without Britney. Now, you would think if it was her wedding as well, and her married life as well, that they would be interviewed together. All right. The guest list. They say, too, that she didn't even know who was on her guest list. But apparently it was people like Madonna and other stars. Selena Gomez. Drew Barrymore. None of Britney's family or friends. That's sounded to me like one big Hollywood party. And those Hollywood parties are a little bit different than the parties everybody else holds. No video of Britney walking down the aisle or of the ceremony itself. Someone would definitely have something. Some little tidbit of a video or something. People don't believe that it's the real Britney on Instagram. The pics don't even look like her. I don't have her on Instagram or anything like that, so I'm not sure about this one specifically. Sam was put into place for control. He became Britney's boyfriend while the conservatorship was still in place. Now, whoever is in charge put him in that position. That's a good point. Why didn't her family want her to be married to Jason, but had zero issues with Kevin Federline, who was obviously a gold-digging skank? Is it because Jason would have protected her from her family from the get-go? Oh, all the messages she made about her kids, they say that she was forced to make these messages to keep them away, so she's further isolated. They forced her into taking naked pics and posted them on her Instagram. These are some really good claims here. Really good questions asked the cards. I come across this random comment in the section of one of these videos, and it really struck me. Now, the old saying that, these celebrities don't have time to get on there and, I guess masquerade is under another name and make comments. Oh, yes, they do. Not only do they have the time, but if they don't, they have personal assistants who, like the Kardashians, the first thing they do in the morning is Google their names to see what's been said about them. Now, that is 100% there. But the comment said, They assumed Britney invited them. And she's talking about, or this person is talking about the stars that was there, like Madonna, Drew Barrymore, Selena Gomez. They assumed Britney invited them. What they did not want was to be props, name-dropped, or manipulated. They still believed in weddings. Beware, Sam. As for Madonna, she does not suffer fools gladly. I do hope Versace got some more business and doesn't regret flying in from Italy. Oof. So, now, like I've said, I don't know, I don't know any of these answers for facts, or these could just be, comments. But like I said, I have found more within comments that has come out to be true than I have in some of these, I don't know, these videos that, like TMZ, are, reporting on these celebrities, supposedly, so. I'm anxious to see what the answers the cards are going to come out with, because it could go either way, I feel like. So is Britney still being controlled, or... I kind of feel like Sam himself is a little suspicious, He did come in while the conservatorship was still in place, and you got to ask yourself, why was he allowed to slide into that position, Alright. Let's get my questions here. Because I wrote a few out. Alright. Let's look at, first and foremost, going back to the beginning, what is the truth in the relationship between Britney and Jason Alexander? Is he really stalking her, or are they really talking and have been talking for the past 2 years, like he states? If he doesn't know anything, why is the media outlets trying to discredit him so bad? See, let's see, revealed to us the truth surrounding Britney and Sam's wedding and marriage. The truth when it comes to Britney's Instagram account. Sam's true agenda, whether or not he was put in place by whoever is in control. The reason why no one supported her marriage to Jason. Ooh. The reason she was allowed to marry Kevin Federline. The truth behind the allegation, she was forced to record those messages to isolate herself further from her kids. The truth surrounded the naked photos on Instagram. Significance in the random comment that pulled my attention. And y'all, I know these are 10 questions here. It's going to be a full read, but I just can't help but to have... Let me straighten this up a bit. Sorry, guys. That was not straight. I can't help but just wonder. So I got one more question here we're going to add to the mix. What is this distraction of Britney truly keeping us from really seeing? What is it they're using the Britney to distract us from that they don't want us to really see? That's my question. All right. Okay, let's get started on this. Question 1. The true nature of the relationship between Jason and Britney. That's going to be the 6 of Cups reverse. That's being nostalgic, recalling past events with more positivity than deserved. It's being locked in the past as a way to avoid moving on. And it's telling you that this particular relationship needs to stay in the past rather than be revived. I feel like that the time that Britney and Jason got married for the 55 hours, that was a time before she was completely controlled by her conservatorship. And Britney looks back on this time as being some of the happiest times because it's before she was being controlled. But that's looking on, and again, it's looking on past events with more positivity than they deserve. It really wasn't a good time for Britney. That's just the last time she can remember. I think it would be doing that marriage or getting married would have been the last clear decision that she made without having to consult anybody first, if that makes sense. Now, when it comes to discrediting Jason, why the media outlets are so into discrediting him, you got the King of Pentacles. That shows a generous benefactor, someone that will be giving you money, who can make your financial and property matters improve. It's enjoying success and comfort, conflicts that are being resolved, an offer of security and loyalty in a relationship. These were all the things that Jason could offer Britney that her family didn't want because they wanted that control over her. Jason would have not stood for the conservatorship. So that's why they didn't. He wouldn't play ball like K-Fed would. I'll guarantee you that. Because that's our next question. No, that's the question after. Is Britney and Sam's wedding and marriage, what's the truth behind this? Now you get the Queen of Swords. This is interesting because in general it means a single woman who has to make their own way in the world. But, like that random comment said about Madonna, that she will not suffer fools gladly, neither will the Queen of Swords. That's the card, that's the meaning behind the Queen of Swords card. So that's very interesting. The truth in Britney's Instagram account is going to be the Hermit reversed. That's feeling alone and unsupported. It's accepting the role of the victim, and it shows a time where you were cut off from your usual support systems and being unfriended by those you trust the most. Now, I feel like at one time, Britney had no control over her Instagram account. I'm seeing this as in the past rather than being in the present or the future. So, at one time, I'm seeing this as Britney had no control over what was being posted on her Instagram account. Now, when it comes to Sam's true agenda, you've got the Nine of Wands reversed. That's being at the mercy of an unreasonable boss. It's getting through your daily task without enjoying aspects of your work that used to be satisfying. Well, to all those that believe that Sam was put into place by whoever is in control, that he's a part of the new con, that is correct. That's what this card is showing. This is just a contract or a job for Sam. Now, why Britney's marriage to Jason was unsupported is going to be the Six of Swords. That represents moving into calmer waters, moving on, moving forward, escaping, running away, overcoming hardship, healing, relief, and stability. Like I said over here, Jason would not have played ball with the conservatorship or someone else having control over Britney's money in her life. Now, why they didn't quell the marriage to K-Fed, and that's going to be the world reverse. That's not accomplishing what you've set out to do, feeling stuck in a situation and being burdened by it, and accepting your losses and cutting them to go on. So K-Fed looks like he was another contract to be fulfilled. Money. It also says the world reversed also has an underlying meaning of someone that's feeling eclipsed by another's shining light. Now, I remember specifically, there were some episodes that Britney and Kevin done when they first got married. And I remember one of them being when he tried to upstart his rap career, and he brought home a copy of his, or a demo of his record or whatever. And he said he was so disappointed because he was so excited about it, and he let Britney listen to it, and Britney was like, it's okay, and didn't show any emotion, and it broke his heart. So that kind of resonates with that right now. Now, the truth behind the messages about the kids and whether they were forced to further isolation, it's going to be the Eight of Pentacles reversed. It shows someone who's feeling trapped, only doing the job for the money, and it feels soul destroying. Oh, Lordy. So it looks to me like Britney's still under some type of contract or some type of hedge control here. Doing the job for the money. Wow. So Britney's not this big victim shining pop star she is, because she sold her soul here and obviously her children for that money. Now, the truth behind the naked photos on Instagram, it's going to be the Knight of Wands. That shows that blocks to your progress being lifted, following your intuition, pushing forward, moving house, finding new work, and making progress on personal and professional projects. This was Britney's breakout. This was her getting her Instagram account back. So, yeah, she posted these. She wasn't forced to. Now, when it comes to the random comment, the significant behind it, it's got the Emperor. The Emperor indicates a powerful man who is wealthy and good in business. It's this type of person that you're involved in business-wise with, and a father figure type. The person who made this comment is somebody that's involved with Britney when it comes to business, and obviously knows this true story and is not happy with the fact that this marriage was faked. What is this Britney thing distracting us from? That's the full reversed. That is sabotaging chances due to desperation and irrationality. It signifies a new beginning that is still coming even if you are reluctant to jump into it. And it's behaving recklessly towards others. So this is definitely a distraction. So I feel like that these cards way surpass the questions that I had. I understand 100% now more than what I did. So even though Britney has been a victim of conservatorship and being told what to do and not in control of her life, it wouldn't have mattered because she would still sold her soul for that dime. And has twice. So before you feel sorry for Britney, you might want to keep that in mind. Thanks for going through this reading with me. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.